This king murdered someone every single month, and his only reason for killing was to hide the horn on his head. The king believed that only by taking lives could he keep the secret safe. So after each haircut, he'd tell the barber to go grab his payment from a chest, then sneak up from behind and shove the poor guy off a cliff. Whenever the king needed a haircut, his soldiers would head into the village to snatch up a barber, but not one of them ever made it back alive. Soon it was time for the king's next trim, and the soldiers went hunting for another barber. An unlucky boy got picked, and his mother was heartbroken. All she could do was pack 3 pancakes in his bag for the journey. The soldiers dragged the boy to the palace where he met the arrogant king. The king ordered all his soldiers to leave, then pulled out a knife and told the boy to cut his hair. But when the king took off his hat, the boy was still terrified. He could see a horn sticking out of the king's head. However, to survive, the boy pretended not to notice and kept cutting the king's hair. After a while, the king was pleased with his new look and told the boy to go get his money from the nearby chest. But the moment the boy opened it, the king shoved him in from behind. There was no treasure in that chest, just a deep cliff with raging waters at the bottom. The poor boy got swept away by the flood. The king figured the boy was definitely dead, but miraculously, the kid survived. The scene around him was horrifying. Bodies piled up everywhere. All he wanted was to get out of there fast. Suddenly, there was a rustling sound from under the pile of corpses. The boy backed away in terror as a giant python appeared. He immediately started playing his flute, and the snake seemed to fall under a spell, swaying its body to the music. The python really loved the boy's music, so the boy pulled out a pancake and handed it over. The giant snake gobbled it up in one bite, found it delicious, and spared the boy's life. It even helped him get out of the cave. But the danger wasn't over yet. Just as the boy entered the forest, a wolf spotted him. The hungry wolf was about to pounce when the boy quickly scrambled up a tall tree, barely avoiding becoming the wolf's dinner. But the wolf wasn't ready to give up, so the boy started playing his flute again. The hungry wolf began dancing and temporarily forgot about being hungry. After a while, the wolf got tired and lay down to rest. The impact of its massive body shook the boy right out of the tree. Just then, the wolf's stomach let out a loud growl, so the boy gave it his second pancake. After eating it, the wolf spared the boy's life and even gave him a ride out of the forest. When they reached the lake, they saw a house. The boy said goodbye to the wolf and wanted to ask the family if he could stay the night, but he had no idea he was about to face even greater danger.